like to continue our conversation on our 5-year plan. And what it trying to get across is that you need to choose a specific career, and you need to show that you've been researching what you want to be or what you want to be doing. And just maybe let's talk about a few examples. All right? You can work at a big company, but you can't just say big company. Name a specific company. Maybe you'd like to work at a small company. Name it. Maybe you want to work at a startup. Now, of course, the startup might not exist yet, so pick something similar. You might want to own your own business. Name one that you know about. Okay? You might want to go into academics. A little bit hard to do as a career path, but you can talk to me and discuss how to get into a career in academics. There's also government jobs. Remember NASA, PUC, Santa Clara Water District, research labs, Army, Navy. There's plenty of jobs in the government. And yeah, I'm assuming that this is a professional plan and that some kind of job is something that you need to do. Now, there are other careers where maybe going into the Peace Corps for a couple of years is actually the best thing that you can do. Okay? Now, the other thing is in 5 years, yes, you all want, most of you want a job, your first job, test, apps, design, something like that. Especially, and all of these exist at the local chip companies. There's more than just this, however. Really, the Career Center and talking with people at specific companies are the best way to find out what jobs exist. There's things such as supply chain management, supply chain engineer, that I just found out about recently. That's the first job. But in 5 years, you might be on your second or your third job. By the time you're in the second or third tier, you might be in the same area, but you're a leader. Okay? Now then, because it's a career, you might even want to map out that, hey, in 5 years I'm working for this fourth position, which might be a manager if you've gone up the leadership chain, or maybe you want your PhD if you've gone up the technical chain. But this career, it's a path or a journey. It's not just this one static point. Now, something else, people tell me a little bit about their personal life, and I really do love to read these because I get to know you a lot more, and a lot of times I'm left wishing that I had you write this assignment in 122 because I would know you for longer. But as part of this assignment, you really need to make sure that the personal story supports your career. Now, I'm just making up a few, although the first one I've seen quite a bit. I was always taking apart electronics as a kid. So what that tells me is that you're really interested in it. You're naturally drawn to the field, and an employer would like people who are naturally drawn to the field. Now, I'm keeping it generic so that no one thinks that I'm using their item, but maybe you had a relative that had a certain disease, and now you want to cure that disease by creating a biomedical device. Okay? Your personal stories are moving, but in this assignment, you have to make sure that the personal story that you're citing would convince an employer that that's a strength that you would bring to the job, or a passion that you would bring to the job. Okay? It's all about the passion.